a paranormal twist, cold cases, small town secrets, and a blend of mystery, paranormal, and contemporary, which is Enchanting Case of Spirits. Welcome back to my channel, and today in this video I'm talking about Enchanting Case of Spirit, and this was a delightful cozy paranormal mystery which have a little bit of romance, and I really enjoyed reading this book. In Enchanting Case of Spirits, we meet Eliza, who is 40 years old, and she's moping, drowning in grief and self-pity because she lost her husband 2 years back in car accident, and she was the one who was driving the car. She kind of puts her life on hold, and now it is her 40th birthday. She is not at all in a mood of celebrating her birthday, which is understandable and genuine. But her friends forces her to celebrate the big 4-0. Their usual Thursday wine night turns into something more. Lani suggests they visit a medium, tarot reader. While Eliza doesn't believe in psychic abilities, she goes along with it and also hopes that visiting a medium will give her a chance to call her dead husband Garrett's spirit, and she can say her final goodbye and move on in her life. Okay, the catch is Garrett doesn't appear, but something happens. Next morning, when she wakes up, she finds a ghost standing at the end of her bed. Man introduced himself as a Billy Garrett, and in a panic, she rushes to next door, Nick West, who is detective. While Nick doesn't believe in her ghost story, when they Google search Billy Garrett, they find that he has been dead for past 2 years. And this changes Eliza's life. Corinne, the medium, believes that she has unlocked her psychic ability on that night of her birthday, and now she can communicate with spirits and help them move on in their afterlife. Eliza is not thrilled with this information, and she accuses Corinne for getting this curse. And she forces Corinne to help her get rid of Billy, who is very pesky ghost, by the way. And not just that, more ghosts start appearing. All they want from her is solve their cases, and for that she will also need Nick's help. Turns out these cold cases are somehow connected with the current murder case going on, and also her accident in which her husband died. I really love the idea in this book, and while it took me 3-4 chapters to get into the book, first 3 chapters are pretty slow, but once ghost starts appearing, I was totally hooked. Writing is enchanting, fast-paced, and small town setting adds its own charm to the story. I really love this paranormal, contemporary, and romance mixture in this, and it worked really well. Alisa wasn't the most likable in the beginning because while she was 40 years old, she acted a more like a teenager who has been sulking, and it took her friends and also ghosts to nudge her back into being adult. Surprisingly, her daughter Eva was more mature than her, and she is kind and snarky. But I like that she also knew that she needed help of her friend and didn't discard their help or their advices when she needed them most in her life. And she took their advices with a good heart. She was kind of a reluctant heroine who took almost 70% of the book to accept the gift and not see it as a curse, and see the good side of this gift. And more she helps ghosts, the more she realizes that how it is not just helping ghosts to cross to afterlife, but also it is helping their family who they left behind, giving them closure. Watching Elisa open to this new ability kind of gave her life a purpose. And her second chance at love with Nick also gave fresh start in her life. Friendship in this book is kind of a heart of the story along with the mysteries. I loved both Eliza's friends, Lani and Nina. Lani is blunt and bold and brave. She keeps their friendship lively. Nina is the skeptic of the trio. She is kind of stuck in the horrible marriage with her awful husband, who is also mayor of the town, and her friends doesn't know why she is staying in this marriage, what her husband has on her that is keeping her in the marriage. It kind of adds its own mystery to the story, and I was really eager to find out what is that mystery, what is she hiding. Alisa at first didn't tell her friends about her psychic ability, but Corinne was there from the beginning to help her, and that kind of makes her become part of this little group. Corinne is tech savvy and youngest of them. Dry, sassy banter with Alisa was a delight to read. Ghosts themselves are fantastic characters. Billy kept the book entertaining and alive and refreshing. But not all ghosts were good. There were some angry spirits because of their emotions, and all they wanted from Alisa is her help to solve their cases. As for Nick West, well, he is caring and loyal and very observant, but he was detective through and through. He was stubbornly skeptical and he didn't believe in Eliza's ability to see ghosts. To the point that he considered that it was Eliza's mental breakdown that is making her see things, and that kind of made me angry on behalf of Eliza and made me want to unleash ghosts on him. Thankfully, author and Eliza both get the idea, and they actually do that just near the climax. Well, and that encounter changes his perspective. He is more open to considering what Eliza is saying, and he even takes paranormal help to put the case together. Of course, he is leaning more into physical evidences, but he's not discarding the paranormal claims now. Climax is pretty solid. I could guess culprit's identity a bit early than the revelation, but what happened in the climax was really surprising, and I couldn't at all guess their motive. In the end, all ghosts got their justice. Alisa's home is once again ghost free, but we still don't get Nina's personal mystery. It was left hanging like a tease for the second book, and I can't wait to read that one. Overall, An Enchanted Case of Spirits is a delightful, fun, engaging paranormal mystery with ghosts and strong female friendship. I really enjoyed it, and I can't wait to see what next book, A Charming Case of Tarot, reveals. So that's it. Let me know in the comments what is your favorite paranormal mystery. If you like this video, please like, comment, and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on next bookish content. See ya.